Hello, my name's Jamie, and so sometimes I get asked. I mean, I've got so many decks and everything, and you, people wonder why you might have so many decks. And one of the things is that before you even do a reading on the cards, you're reading the person who's coming to you, or the person sitting down in front of you, and you want to gauge their situation, their mood, how they're feeling. Because there are times where you might have to be a little bit more sensitive than normal. You have to take things into consideration. There could be some very touchy subjects that might come up. And so there's times where you don't want to use a harsh deck or a male dominated deck or something like that, where you want to be able to invite the discussion, but in a way that will be comfortable for them. So I've got a few decks that I particularly like to use in those situations. I have two animal decks, and then I have one that's called Mystical Moments, that is more of a fantastical deck. So the person who created this deck, and here, let's take a look at them. So we have the Anima Mundi, we have the Crow Tarot, and we have the Mystical Moments. And Catrin and Welz-Stein, they also include female versions of the masculine cards in the decks. So I just kind of wanted to go through some of these decks and why I really like them and how I use them. Again, so first my favorite deck, if there's a situation where we do want to be more sensitive. I come to the Anima Mundi deck. And this is by Megan Wyreweden. And I've noticed there are bootleg versions of this out there now, and that is very upsetting. This artist hand painted each one of these cards. So that's actually the size of the painting. I actually have some of these. I have two of her cards that she hand painted. But the thing is that when we're doing a sensitive reading, it's good to be able to explain things and talk to them about the cards, about the situations. So here we have the Queen of Swords. And so what would the Queen of Swords be? Well, this could be somebody who, generally a female, who doesn't have a whole lot of heart. They're very, intellectual. They intellectualize things. This might be somebody who doesn't give them a lot of compassion or feeling. If this was like a maternal type person, we're looking at this and we're just seeing kind of like this owl, but we can have this conversation and be sensitive about it. The Six of Cups. Again, we have this beautiful scene right here where we can talk about, the sea and the floating memories and, that spiritual place that we can go to. Here we have the Ten of Pentacles, and we have this wolf here that has the wolf cubs around them. Again, the Rider-Waite Ten of Pentacles is a very male dominant. You have the grandfather there, and you have the son and the mother and the kids. But this right here, we can talk about family. We can talk about the cubs. And we could ask questions based on that. And it's very sensitive. So I love this deck. It's the Anima Mundi deck. See the full. The Chariot is a ram. So again, it's a wonderful deck, and it's a great way if you need to be sensitive about something. Here's the Nine of Coins, and the Nine of Swords, and here we have a vulture here that, if we want to represent the anxieties, We can bring a discussion about what that means. We have the King of Swords, which is, this beautiful bird of prey. So this is a wonderful deck if you need to, again, just kind of be sensitive in the discussion that you're having. Comes with a nice little book. And again, this is the Anima Mundi deck. And I've used this for years. And again, it is definitely one of my favorites. So, and then we can kind of move up to the Crow Tarot. And this is another nice deck instead of people. So this one right here, it may not be following exactly with the Rider-Waite. If you're looking for something that's more along the lines of the Rider-Waite, then the Crow Tarot, which instead of people, it has the birds. And it's by M.J. Cullinane. And yes, it's got a nice little booklet that goes through it. It's a thicker deck. It has a nice size and heft to it. But again, this is one of those things where, when we want to have that discussion, here we have the Six of Swords, and you can see the bird is actually flying over the ocean instead of having the people in a boat. So here we have the Page of Swords. Again, it's the bird. He has the swords. The Six of Coins. We have your clues. Again, we have here with the scales, which is in the Rider-Waite. And then we have somebody asking and somebody receiving. Eight of Wands, again, which represents and looks like the Rider-Waite. So you can see that it just does a wonderful job of presenting each one of these images. Queen of Cups, so we have the water, we have the fish, we have the mystery with the moon there. The Ace of Pentacles. It's just, here's Justice with the scales. And the bird is even blinded. So it follows the Rider-Waite. But again, it gives you the opportunity to not be distracted by male or female, by this or that. It's just another nature-based, and I've had really good luck with this deck, and it's just a really good deck when you're looking to do something where, again, you're being sensitive or trying to bring something out in a conversation that maybe they might be hesitant or triggered by other stuff. And then I have another deck that I really, really enjoy. And this one is called Mystical Moments. And as somebody once said, it sounds like a Hallmark card. I know, and I agree. But it is one of my favorite decks. And this is one of those allegorical decks where essentially, if I remember the story correctly with this, the person who did this deck was not a tarot reader, but they went through and they studied the keywords, they studied the cards, they studied what they were, and then using their own intuition as an artist, they were asked to create these cards. And so they did. And so as we go through this, and I find that because it's almost a surrealistic, almost dreamlike experience with these cards, that when we're touching on sensitive topics, that people are able to still connect with the cards, but not see the Satan devil. Instead, we see, the devil here. We have we have this mushroom, poison mushroom, with a spider on top of it. And, we can have the discussion about that, getting trapped into webs, being drawn in by the fruit here. And so you can use your imagination when you're using this deck. We know what the devil means. It's our addictions. It's those things we do to harm ourselves or others. And so using that to start the conversation again without having Uh, again, that big masculine whole bondage looking thing. Strength, which is a fantastical card. This could almost be in a child's fairy tale book, with the girl whose hair is actually done up herself so that she looks like a lion. Not really sure why it's not focusing good today. There we go. But this makes it easy for us to be able to talk about not only having the internal strength, but we can actually associate ourselves with the lion and the strength. We can relate. This person in this picture is obviously, this girl is relating to the lion in the picture. And the conversation that can be had with a card like this, again, can just lead down whole different avenues than some other cards. The Hierophant. Here it's almost like Winnie the Pooh, where we, with owl and the child learning. And so that's a lot more sensitive and a lot more open to interpretation than having a pope with, the two sycophants staring up at him. But this still means the same thing with the wisdom, with the owl is conservative, right? So, and they're passing on the knowledge. So, Judgment, not looking quite so judgy. And I know why, because it's a really shiny deck. That's why it's taking a little bit of time for it to focus. But we can still have the discussion about, renewal, being judged, as far as, we reap, what we sow. Our actions do have consequences. But again, it's not having, people rising from the grave. So it's another wonderful deck. So when the topic comes up, when a more sensitive moment comes around, these are my go-to decks. Oh, and I was going to show also for the mystical moments. We can see that there is a female version of the Emperor, the King of Swords, King of Pentacles, King of Wands, and I guess I'm using the other King of Cups. I can swap them around. But so that is the mystical moments. And I will put the name of these cards into the description below. And if you find that you are interested, please buy these. I don't get any money from this. This is just me answering a question about particular cards and what I do use in certain circumstances. So if this was interesting, just click right there. Go ahead and subscribe. And if you want to have any other videos, you can just let me know in the comments and let me know what you might be interested in. And otherwise, these are, again, 3 pretty amazing decks that I have no problems recommending. I'll flash them up one more time. And with that, thank you again very, very much. And have an amazing day. Have a wonderful day. All that other wonderful stuff. And I will see some of you all tomorrow, 7:15. I do my daily meditations every day. So again, thank you very much.